Tafadzwa loved to listen to his grandmother's stories. Every night before he went to bed, she would sit by his side and tell him tales of his ancestors, his culture, and his totem. His totem was SOKO, the monkey, and he was proud of it. SOKO is a clever and playful animal, his grandmother would say. He can swing from tree to tree, he can make funny noises, and he can outsmart his enemies. He is also loyal and brave, and he protects his family and friends. "Where does the name SOKO come from, Gogo?" Tafadzwa asked one night. "Well, my dear," Gogo said, "a totem is a special picture or thing that shows what group you belong to. It could be an animal or a plant that your family like as their nickname. SOKO is the nickname given to our people. The totem SOKO helps you remember where you came from and who your ancestors are. So, we can trace ourselves back to Tanzania all the way from Zimbabwe," Gogo said. Gogo went on to say, "The SOKO people live in many different places in Zimbabwe. They have different names like Vudzijena, which means whitehead, Makwiramiti, which means tree climbers, and Mukanya, which means the fast steps of a baboon when it goes up the mountain. Some of them were part of the Mutapa family, who ruled a big land in southern Africa called the Great Zimbabwe. Some of them came from the caves of Domboshava. From there they scattered around Murewa and other areas, which is why your totem is SOKO Murewa. Some of these people changed their totems or made new ones over time." She continued, "It is very important for a person to know their totem because it helps them learn about their past and their family in Africa. People who have the same totem cannot marry each other in Africa because they are like brothers and sisters. It is also very bad for a person to eat their totem animal. For example, a person who has the fish totem, Have, cannot eat fish. If you eat your totem, it means you are not conserving the environment. Another rule is that a person who has a different totem cannot bury another person who has a different totem. If they do, they must pay a fine with cows or money. Even when the leaders are chosen, they have to say the story of their totem. And that, my child, is where the name SOKO comes from." Tafadzwa listened to his grandmother's story with awe and wonder, and he felt proud of his totem. He dreamed of SOKO, the monkey people, and was proud of their legacy.